Hey, everyone. Thank you so much for coming tonight. We want to get started. If everybody could take their seats, that would be amazing. Dinner is right on its way. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the fourth annual Stand for Children celebration. My name is Darryl King, CEO at the Early Learning Coalition. It's fantastic to see so many of our friends and partners and colleagues in the room tonight. Thank you so much for all your support. As always, this evening could not happen without the backing of our major sponsors. Our title sponsor, Marco Polo, our award sponsor, Gardner Media, our advocate sponsors, Highlights and Discovery Source, and our champion sponsors, SunWest Bank, Learning Beyond Paper, Hernando de Soto Society, Manatee Memorial Foundation, Sunshine Christian Academy, and PCI Communications. I would also like to personally welcome our childcare providers who are here tonight to celebrate the achievements of two of their brightest stars. A Readiness Learning Academy, Sunshine Christian Academy, and Happy Cubs. Thank you for everything you do for our children. There are several elected officials in the audience tonight. I would also like to recognise them for their support. County Commissioner Amanda Ballard is here. Amanda has been a great advocate for ELC. Thank you, Amanda. Holmes Beach City Commissioner Carol Whitmore, another great friend of ELC. Thank you, Carol. And we have some of our school board members here. Cindy Spray from the school board. Thank you, Cindy. I'd also like to recognise all of our friends from the school district, the interim superintendent, Kevin Chapman, and so many members of his cabinet. Thank you for your partnership. And I think that the community that has assembled tonight is really recognition of the special lady who will receive our Paul Scharf Children's Champion Award, Mary Glass. Mary might not have been a teacher or an educator over the course of her career at the Manatee Education Foundation, but she has changed many children's lives. And as Paul looks down this evening, I know he would be very happy to see his close friend honoured in this way. Mary, you have been an amazing supporter of ELC and myself for many years, and we congratulate you on this award. Tonight you will also learn about our Spot On programme in the video you're going to see, and that is another programme that changes lives. All of the proceeds from tonight's event will support our expansion of that programme, and I'm sure you'll enjoy seeing the video later on in the evening and how that programme really makes an impact on children who need it most. There is a QR code on the back of your programme if you'd like to make a donation towards that programme. And I'm also thrilled to start this evening with some amazing news from the Cox Motor Group. Jennifer Lipsey, who does so much for our community, unfortunately can't be here tonight. Earlier today, she presented me with a cheque for $3,000 from the Steve and Judy Cox Family Foundation. Just amazing people, the Cox family, so thank you so much to them. And that's all from me right now, so enjoy dinner, and we will be back later in the programme to get going. Thank you. I hope everyone enjoyed dinner and enjoyed the band, the Neil Dover band. Absolutely fantastic. All the way from Orlando tonight they've come down, so we appreciate them. We're going to get started with the main part of the programme. We've obviously got some exciting awards to hand out and Again, just appreciate everyone's support. We've got people here tonight who have come from New York. We've got people from New Hampshire, people from Baltimore. So thank you so much for everyone who's come in. And at this point, I'm going to hand things over to two legends of Manatee County. I think everyone knows them, but they've been amazing supporters of ELC over the years and have always come up and helped us at this event from when we started 4 years ago. Just two fantastic guys. I think everyone knows how much they do for our local community, and it's a pleasure to have them here tonight. Mr. John Vita, who's the Senior VP at the Milestone Financial Group in Morgan Stanley, and the one and only CEO of Manatee Memorial Foundation, Vernon Desir.
See you. I think I'm first.
You get to do the first.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Microphone for you.
Got to have the script here. Is it in here? Where is it?
Oh, there's more than that? That's all she said. Here you are. Good evening.
Where am I?
Good evening. That'll
Okay, got it. This is it, right? I need a lot of direction, so it's all good. There we go. You showed this to me earlier. The only thing she told me was don't mess this up. She didn't use that word. She used another word. But it's all good. Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it. I always appreciate being here for the ELC. It's always wonderful to be here and celebrate, all that we do for children in our community, and certainly you all are a huge part of that. So thank you all, and give yourselves a round of applause for being here to help that out. We're going to do some good things tonight. So we are going to, my first duty is to introduce the Early Educator Award, and that's been renamed to the Pam Paramentor Early Education Award. Absolutely, with all due honor. Pam dedicated over 40 years to the field of early education, including 15 impactful years here at the ELC. She served as a preschool director and a trainer for early educators, shaping and inspiring countless professionals along the way. Pam left us far too soon, but her legacy in early education, especially here in Manatee County, will be felt for generations. It's only fitting that this award now carries her name, honoring her lifelong passion and dedication to early learning. To present the Pam Paramentor Early Education Award, please welcome Melissa Kujas, Director of Provider Quality and Child Development. Melissa has been with the Coalition for almost 7 years and brings that same spirit of dedication to her work every day. Her only flaw, she's a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, just like Pam was. And I'm guessing that you did your research before your interview. On the bright side, there is a Steelers jersey up for auction tonight, and Daryl already assumes Melissa will outbid everybody. So bid early and often on that so we can raise lots of money for the Coalition. Melissa, I'm going to turn it over to you. Welcome.
Thank you. Good evening. And yes, I already did bid on the jersey. All right, good evening. It is an absolute honor to stand before you to celebrate educators whose passion, leadership, and unwavering dedication have left a profound impact on our community's youngest learners. Tonight, we proudly recognize the recipients of the prestigious Pam Paramentor Early Education of the Year Award. Pam's legacy as a passionate advocate for early childhood education in Manatee County lives on through the Early Educator of the Year Award, which honors her unwavering commitment to nurturing young minds and empowering the educators who shape their futures. This year, we are proud to recognize 2 exceptional educators whose work stood out among the top toddler educators in the county as measured by the Classroom Assessment Scoring System, or CLASS, for children ages 18 to 36 months. Our runner-up, Alexis Hall, a teacher at a Readiness Learning Academy, earned an impressive class score of 6.57 out of 7. Alexis is a graduate of the pre-apprenticeship program through Manatee Technical College. Her ability to connect with toddlers and foster a safe and stimulating learning environment is nothing short of inspiring. Alexis, thank you for your incredible difference you make every day. We are honored to celebrate your achievements tonight. Our CEO, Daryl King, and Joe Gardner, owner of Gardner Media, are delighted to present to you a check for $1,000.
Hello, everybody. I would like to just say thank you to the ELC for this opportunity. This is so special for me. And I would also like to thank them for coming out and recognizing my efforts that I put into the classroom every day, and realizing my hard work. And I would just like to thank them for that. Thank you so much for this award.
Congratulations, Alexis. And now, please join me in celebrating this year's Pam Parmenter Early Educator of the Year Award winner, Lori D'Agostino, a teacher at Sunshine Academy who achieved an outstanding class score of 6.87 out of 7. Selected from the highest scoring toddler educators in the county, Lori has consistently demonstrated the very best of what early education can be. Lori's classroom radiates warmth, sensitivity, and encouragement. She empowers toddlers to explore independently while guiding them with proactive strategies and deep understanding. Lori designs purposeful, enriching activities and offers meaningful feedback that helps children grow, not only in language and communication, but in confidence and curiosity. Lori, your commitment to nurturing young minds is a gift to our community. You are a role model, a leader, and a true inspiration. Our CEO, Daryl King, and Joe Gardner are delighted to present to you a check for $2,000.
Okay, I don't need that, really don't need that. I've been loud all my life. I have something written, and I don't think I can say it. All I have to say thank you. Thank you first of all. Thank God. Thank God for everything I get to do every day. I'm so sorry, but Pam meant so much to me. She gave me so much opportunities. She introduced me to other ends of this field. She pushed me into doing workshops and seminars, and an amazing woman who gave me a voice to help other teachers and well. So I thank her so much. And I thank my family. I thank Sunshine Academy for giving me a home to do this. And for the last 9 years, I've had many things happen, but it's always been my place to go and do what I love to do. I never considered it a job. It's just who I am. It's what I want to do, and I hope I continue to do it. Lastly, I have to tell you what Pam has brought to my life. I've done this for almost 40 years, but she taught me the best rule and the only rule you need in childcare. She told me that children are free to explore their classroom as long as they do nothing to hurt themselves or others. And that's it. So thank you. Thank you all very much.
Congratulations to both Alexis and Lori. Your work is building the foundation for a brighter future for all of us. Thank you.
Thank you. Isn't it amazing to see the passion that educators have and early educators have? It's just such a cool thing. It's very, very inspiring to me, and should be to all of us. It's really a remarkable and amazing thing. Our next thing on the agenda is we're going to talk about a little bit about the Spot On program and watch a little video that's going to tell us about Spot On. And we're going to bring up a couple of people to help us do that. Rachel Spivey and Annette Larkin are going to come up here and do that. And while they are on their way up, I'm going to just say a few words about them real quick. Hillary wrote some of these jokes, so if they went over well, you can give me credit for that. If not, see Hillary afterwards, and we can go that. But Rachel's the Director of Grants and Strategic Partnerships at the Early Learning Coalition. She's been with the coalition for almost 6 years. With the early education budget in Tallahassee still in limbo, Rachel's work bringing in grant funding has never been more critical. I don't know if this is the right time to mention this, but Daryl and I were at the bar earlier strictly for research purposes. And he assured me that Rachel can relax during this presentation. According to him, this might be her last if these grants don't happen. No pressure, Rachel. But make it count. And if this is your final bow at the podium, please make it shorter than last year's speech. Daryl and I have another research meeting in 15 minutes. Ladies, all you.
Good evening. It's truly an honor to be here with you all tonight as we gather to support an organization and a program that we all find near and dear to our hearts. I'd like to take a moment to talk to you about something I deeply believe in: the incredible power of community and the strength that comes from meaningful connections. At my center, Happy Cubs, and I forgot to introduce myself, which doesn't surprise me, I'm Annette Larkin. The problem is I'm used to commanding audiences about this high. So if you all could get down, crisscross applesauce, would work great for me. At my center, Happy Cubs, my teachers and I identified a need, not one easily seen, but vital nonetheless. We saw teachers and parents facing challenges with children that were struggling with exceptional needs. There was a gap, one that I identified but could not ignore. I saw the opportunity to reach out to people in this community to make connections. I have a parent, she's somewhere here tonight, who happens to be a therapist. I went to her and I said, I have an idea. And we decided that we would pull our resources and reach out into the community and make those connections. I then took that idea to the ELC, an idea that started small but has grown into a multi-center program that is touching many lives in this community. This is going to be the hard part for me because it is a program that I truly believe in makes a difference in the lives of not only the children, but the families and the educators alike. That program is called Spot On. It is a program that I hold near and dear to my heart. I am truly impressed with the changes and the growth that we have made. And in a moment, Rachel will tell you about that growth. But I want to take this opportunity to thank all of you for empowering us to reach out to this community and make those meaningful connections. And thank you for being here tonight and supporting us.
Thank you. I'm gonna sit down. So, thanks to Annette, and thanks to my warm introduction. If this truly is my farewell, I am not keeping it short. So, it is a privilege to stand up here every year and share with you the work that has been done through our Spot On program. This initiative has grown far beyond what we ever initially imagined, and it does truly make a difference to the children, families, and educators. What started as a pilot at Annette's Happy Cubs is now in over 20 classrooms across the county. It's amazing. Spot On is unique because we coordinate therapy services directly into the child care setting and provide professional learning opportunities for caregivers. What this means is that we're able to provide individualized support for children in need of communication and occupational therapy right where they are, where it matters, in the classroom, with their children, with their teachers and their peers. On average, we serve about 30 students for communication and 15 for occupational therapy every single month. Spot On has created a holistic approach that supports and benefits everyone by bringing in experts from a variety of fields to enhance the way we all work together. Whether it's through training on different developmental challenges or offering strategies, Spot On is helping children grow. And before I conclude, I know you're hoping I'm done, but I'm not. I'd like to share a powerful story with you, one that perfectly captures what this program is all about. Spot On works with a lovely little girl named Reese. Reese is blind. She attends Annette's Happy Cubs, where she's thriving. And as you'll see in our video soon, Reese isn't defined by what she can't do. She has one of the most incredible imaginations you'll ever see, and her hearing is absolutely unmatched. When she first joined the program, Reese struggled with understanding personal space. She wanted to feel and smell and hear everyone and everything. And our team knew that they needed a breath mint before they entered that classroom. The group worked with her on boundaries, and in the process, learned just as much from her as she did from them. So I was there one afternoon when Reese was struggling with a Ziploc bag. She couldn't quite manage it. I saw this little girl next to her just itching to help, but it wasn't just any help. She had been taught to wait. And so this little 4-year-old girl, knowing that Reese was struggling, reached out to help her, but then she quickly pulled her hand back. You could feel the tension in the air. This little girl wanted so badly to take the bag and rip it open and give it to Reese, but she didn't. She waited. Reese struggled a bit longer, and then she set the bag down, moving on to her apple, clearly frustrated. So the little girl thought for a moment, and with all the wisdom that a 4-year-old can muster, she reached over, she took her hand, put it on Reese's, and moved her hand to the bag, and she said, "Try again." Reese did, and she succeeded. This moment, this quiet act of kindness, patience, and independence is the heart of the Spot On program. It's not just about therapy. We're fostering empathy, building independence, and teaching an invaluable lesson that by helping one another, we all grow. It's about creating a community where every child is supported, seen, and valued. As I finally take my seat, please give a round of applause for the team of therapists in the corner. Please stand and wave.
It is their passion and expertise that helps us all come together. Enjoy the video.
Does a car have a handlebar or does a car have a steering wheel?
It has a steering wheel.
It has a steering wheel. I just love being in the natural setting. Why need for you to use your brain and you tell me? I think I build better functional skills when I can get on their level and play what they're doing and be involved in their day, as opposed to them coming out of their day and seeing me in a room. It's not natural. We get the job done, but it's so much easier when I have their friends around them, because then everybody learns.
Happy Cubs has had Spot On close to 3 years now. I have a teacher that has had a child literally from the inception of Spot On.
My child is Reese Welter. She's 4 going on 5. So she was about a year and a half old when she started it. She's born legally blind. She needs a lot of OT help, a lot of physical therapy. She's in a couple of different other therapies. She actually does speech through Spot On as well. Basically, she needs all the help she can get right now. She's really working hard with her at lunchtime specifically to interact with her peers more, talking with her peers more. And that's working with Reese, who's in the therapy, but it's teaching the other kids how to interact with her as well, which is super important.
By bringing Spot On here, what we've done is we've sort of helped with what we would call a work-life balance for these parents. Bringing the services here has made a tremendous impact on that family socially, emotionally, financially, and that doesn't even touch what it's done to the children and my teachers. From an owner-director position, I would lose a teacher. When you have a teacher struggling and you can't help them, they get burnt out. And next thing you know, they're turning in their resignation.
I feel like it takes the frustration away. So, you know, when you have a child that needs the extra support and you can't provide it, it's natural to get a little bit frustrated and you want to be able to support them, and when you can't, it's, okay, why am I here? Why am I doing this kind of thing? So when you have that support, it's like, okay, I can do this. I can provide, you know, effective teaching.
The benefits of the Spot On program is that I see teachers collaborating with other teachers. I see parents learning skills from not only the teachers, but the therapists who are collaborating with the teachers for classroom programming, for possible intervention needs. I also see the children gaining knowledge from having different expertise, different people within the classroom. So, you know, there's a speech therapist that may come in one day, and an occupational therapist may come in another day, and another program from ELC may come in another day. And the children are just getting so much from everyone that's pouring into them, and they're maturing, and they're learning, and they're growing.
Spot On has helped me with more like effective strategies instead of losing my head without, you know, I don't know how to do it by myself with especially Reese, who's blind. I would never know how to do any of that by myself, and I just feel more supported as a teacher.
When you bring those services in and they work closely with the teacher and the child, you see not only the child blossoming, but the teacher blossoming.
I feel like it allows us to be more, like, have a more equitable learning environment, so everyone's more included.
They're like sponges. They just want to soak it all up. And now is the time. You know, early intervention is important. And we're kind of at the tail end of early intervention, but it doesn't stop at 3. It keeps going. And the children are just so pliable, and you can just teach them. And now is the time. These little basic skills, the little things that you don't think about, are teaching independence. And they're teaching children that they can learn and be successful, and they're teaching building blocks. I really feel like these programs provide a foundation that the kids, as they get older, start to build on. And the little independence of I can do my zipper turns into an 18-year-old who can do their laundry because they can do for themselves. And it starts when they're young.
It's also shown me what my own daughter is going to need in kindergarten and if she's getting that, and how to further help her succeed throughout other school years. We couldn't be more thankful, honestly. Having a child that's legally blind is tough, but having that support around it has been, we couldn't do it by ourselves.
It's the children that we're affecting. And these are children that are going to grow up in this community and hopefully stay here and provide services and be productive. And Manatee County needs that right now.
The biggest way I think we can impact little people right now is teaching and encouraging positive social interactions. It's not only the kid who has the goals, but everybody gets to learn.
I was enjoying watching you.
Well, you got to go to work now.
Did you do?
It's always one of the best parts of this night, and why I look forward to it so much is just we get to ham and egg it up here a little bit with Vernon and I. So it's always a fun thing, and I always look forward to seeing you in doing this. But what a remarkable, awe-inspiring video that is, right? So who has their phone with them tonight? Does anybody have a phone with them? Right. Let me see your phones, everybody. Let me see your phone. Everybody, come on. Don't be shy.
Honestly say you have
Don't
a
be
phone?
shy. Let me see your phone. So y'all know what a QR code is, right? Well, there just happens to be one right on the back of your program here tonight. So one of the things we're here to do is to talk a little bit about what we've talked about, but also to support the mission, also to support what's going on here tonight and the beautiful, wonderful things that we've seen and that we get to participate in. So all you need to do that is to take your phone that about 30% of you just showed me. And if this is anything like my church, I know more of you have phones because I hear them ringing all the time in church, right? Which I don't quite understand, but I know you all have them with you. And all you have to do is to take a picture of that and to go to that site and donate and to reach down and really think about how important just what we saw is so that we can support that and we can be a part of it. We'll take credit cards, cash, checks, Bitcoin, any other cryptocurrency that you may have. Whatever, we can talk about that a little bit more at a later time if you want. But anything that you can muster, nothing's too small and certainly nothing is too big. Right, Vernon?
Absolutely. I think the most important thing is we all know young people, children that have needs. It affects us all in one way or another. So think of the impact that you will make by even a small contribution, because small contributions make large contributions. So think about it. Think about who you would want to acknowledge in your thoughtful giving, and let that dream become a reality for a child.
Absolutely right. Thank you. And I'm going to turn it over to you now. My job is done. That's probably on.
What the script
Not sure. Yeah.
Where are we?
Mine was here.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay, I think mine is just what I'm doing.
Okay.
All right.
Good luck.
Well, I looked down, and first of all, the initial one I got, I would have had to use a magnifying glass to read. But Daryl, Hillary, thank you for what you do, the impact that you make in our community and so many lives. We're grateful for your presence. We're grateful for your encouragement and leadership and vision and the accomplishments that are coming to ELC as a result of your efforts. So thank you for what you do, and we appreciate you so much. Last year was a bit of a blur for me. when people are saying a lot of nice things about you, and thank you, Rob, and crediting you with a lot of things that perhaps a lot of people were involved in. It's overwhelming, to say the least. So I thank you for the opportunity to say thank you again at this point for whatever I didn't thank you for last year, because it was, like I said, it was a rough time. Tonight we honor another very special person. It's always something very important when you're able to acknowledge the talents, the special gifts that a person has, and what they do with those talents and those gifts. Had the great privilege of meeting the Glass family many, many years ago. We formed a family relationship, although I'm not a Glass. I felt like part of the family because we spent so much time together. And Patricia Glass, our matriarch, was such a mentor to many of us, but I spent a lot of time with her, and the impact that she made on my life is something that I could never, ever express my gratitude or share how much that meant to me in my growth and development as what I call a servant leader of this community. My heart has always been for what can we do to make it better. Well, her daughter followed in her shoes. And I've had the wonderful, wonderful privilege of knowing all of the Glass family. So Michael, Diane, and Marty, thank you for allowing this adopted part of your group to come into the mix. But Mary, tonight is your night. And I can't imagine that there are two more proud, happy, beaming people than Pat and Hank Glass, looking down upon you tonight and saying, "Okay, we did okay." And maybe I should move to this one. Is this one coming in and out? Hello. Is this okay if I go? Oh, good. That one's coming out and out on me, so that maybe it's not on you. So I want very much to have that permeate what we're doing tonight in honoring the family, because I know Mary, like me, has such a strong connection to the leadership that her mother set before her and before me. And that leadership put us in places that perhaps we wouldn't have done on our own. So I'm very grateful for that. But Mary came to us from New York, although she lived here as a family member. She was away for a while doing all the other good marketing and development things that she was doing. And at the time, the Manatee Education Foundation Board was functioning pretty well. And I'm thrilled to see that some of those people are here tonight that were on that original group, because I know Linda Agresta's here. And she was there. Hey, there she is. She was there through that time. I don't know that Ross got here or not, but I know Ross Hodges was there. But Rick Foley and Paul Scharf, Dottie McCarthy, and Bill Galvano. There was a group of us that were in that initial time in the late 80s. Late 80s. I know some of you are going to say, I was not born then. And that's okay. I'm getting used to it now. It was a little tough at the beginning, but now I'm okay with being old and realizing that I'm still breathing. So all good, and the ability to still serve. I told somebody the other day when they said, "Have you retired?" And I said, "Well, I semi-retired," but then all of a sudden I realized I didn't like it, so I'm still moving around and doing what I can do. But that group had the privilege of being there when this bright, articulate, very, very qualified candidate came to us as the future director. At that time, she didn't know, but we knew it. Future director of the Manatee Education Foundation. And so thus Mary Glass became a part of our community in a mighty way. and took that foundation to being one of the best in the state of Florida, if not the southeastern United States. So Mary, thank you for dragging the board along with you and doing all of the good things that you did. I had someone ask me tonight exactly what is the Manti Education Foundation. And I was tempted to say, you know what a website is, go look it up. Because I think sometimes we have to train each other to do that. But it was founded in 1988, and it was to provide funding for innovative programs and enhanced the greater part of the education aspect of our school system. Through Mary's leadership and the board at that time, we moved it more toward really focusing on teachers and programs that the teachers could develop on their own, finding endowment grants, funds, and ways in which we could make the school system, although a great school system, a little bit better. And you know what? Funding is tough. Everybody here is looking for funding in some way or another. So we set our minds and under Mary's leadership to doing that. And when you read what I wrote about her in the program, and I won't read all of that because you can read, I know that. You can use your magnifying glass and read that thing. You can see all of the wonderful accomplishments that this foundation has been able to achieve. And much of that is because of Mary's leadership. But for 18 years, she stuck with us, and now it's decided it's time for her to have a little fun. And as much as we pitched a fit and said no, and you can't do this and all that stuff, she prevailed because she said, there's much more that I want to do, and I can take those wonderful aspects of leadership and service that I have from being in this role for the last 18 years and share it with others. She's a sharing, giving person, and that's what I love about her so much. And I want you to know that this evening is not only to honor her as a person, but to honor all of the different aspects of the foundation and this community that she touched, and the many, many people that are benefiting to this day as a result of what she has accomplished. And those programs are listed somewhat in what I wrote in the book. And I hope you will read it, because I think a lot of times people don't really know exactly what all is involved in a foundation or in the work of a foundation. So please, please, please take the time to look at that and see all of the many, many things that she has done. If I were to stand here and read all of that, she would later tell me, oh, I don't know if I wanted you to do all of that. So I'm going to let you just do that on your own. So ladies and gentlemen, it is my great honor, with the blessings of Patricia and Hank Glass and Mr. Paul Scharf, who, my brother Paul, from another family, and his sons are here tonight too. So that, and Sandra, so that made it, and boy, are they tall, I tell you, they have just, those little boys have just grown right up. But all of those aspects are what we do, and this is the result of what we do, that we get to share this special moment with a most wonderful lady, Mary Glass. So Mary Glass, on behalf of the Early Learning Coalition, it is my honor to present you, on behalf of all these lovely people, with the Paul Scharf Children Champion of Children Award. And we love you, love you, love you.
Love you. Thank you. Please. Oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. Can you hold that for me? Oh my gosh, I'm so humbled by your words, Vernon. And grateful to know you all these years. And you were my mother's dear friend and so close, and it was difficult even to hear my parents' names being mentioned without tearing up. But you yourself are a true leader and inspiration to all of us also. To follow you this year in receiving this award is such an honor. It really is, Vernon. Thank you. But what I also want to mention is what an incredible honor it is to receive this award from the Early Learning Coalition, an organization that is a champion for children and education in Manatee County. Thank you, Daryl King, for continuing the Paul Scharf legacy and helping children to build quality skills for a better future. ELC is an amazing, resourceful nonprofit, tremendous work. But I just want to, I'm only going to take a couple minutes, but I just wanted to say that, you know, the Latin word for champion is campionem, which means fighter. And it has certainly been an uphill battle all these 18 years to raise funds, to lobby for programs, to support our school district in a variety of ways with grants for STEAM, resiliency, robotics, family engagement, hopefully, literacy, and more. A fighter for the arts. No, somebody's got to be out there fighting, and I know we are. I know we are. So I'd like to use an analogy just for a moment. When a mountain climber pauses midway up the peak to enjoy the view, they're energized and motivated to keep on going. They see it's a climb worth making, especially when they look back to see how far they have come. I think of my life as a climb to help children, and it's good tonight to look back and see all the great things MEF has accomplished in support of children. No doubt it has been a fight. I've learned a great deal from many of you in this room, many of you, and especially from my mother, Pat Glass. Very hard for me to talk about her, but she was a passionate advocate for many causes: the elderly, water, human services, healthcare. And I learned from her that giving is receiving, and helping children is a precious gift. And she would be so happy. And I want to thank my family here tonight, my good friends that are all here tonight, and all my colleagues from the school district. So happy that you're here. Thank you for being here this evening. And I will continue to climb up the mountain, fighting for children and facing new opportunities, and remembering to pause along the way for the next great view. And most of all, I thank God who makes all things possible and brings peace to all of our lives. This is such an honor that I will treasure forever. Thank you, Hillary and Daryl. I really appreciate this. And thank you, Vernon, so much. It means so much to me.
Congratulations again, Mary. So well deserved. I'm going to miss our lunches and all of your support that you've given me over the years. Just an amazing woman. But good luck. Enjoy your retirement. The MEF board meetings won't be the same, but I know we've got Kathy coming in who's here, and she's going to do a great job. So welcome to Kathy, who's starting in the summer. I just want to say thank you again to everyone for tonight. It's, I think you can see what we try to do in the community and how many children's lives we try to make better every day. It's not an easy challenge, as Annette said, but we're blessed to have some of the best childcare providers in the state. There's no question about that. And it really, these extra things that we can do are just amazing. I mean, the Bishop Parker Foundation just gave us $50,000 for Spot On, which was the first education program that they've ever funded. So, I think that's testament to the work of the staff, and I really want to thank all of the staff who are here tonight, because, they're the ones that go out there every day and make it easy for me. So thank you to everyone who's here from ELC. Thank you to all our sponsors. Thank you to everyone who's, I say, travelled a long distance to get here. And most importantly, thank you to each and every one of you for everything you've done coming out tonight. We really appreciate it. The band's coming back on till 9:30. The bar is still open. The auction's still going. So enjoy yourselves, and thank you very much. I appreciate you all.
Thank you.